Hi, today I have the honor of introducing all of you to Dan Santoro. Dan is the township manager for Cranberry Township.
Yes.
And Dan, I can only imagine how busy your day must be.
Every day can be a little different and busy for sure.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, first off, how long have you been in that role?
So I've been the township manager for about 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Right. But my career in Cranberry spans much longer than that.
Okay. And give us a little bit of what's the day of the life of a township manager, especially in Cranberry, because that place is growing, lots of stuff happening.
Yeah, it sure is. And the role of township manager is, sometimes called city manager, right, can be a host of different things. Cranberry functions more as a really full service sort of city.
Okay.
So we have our own sewer system, our own water system. We have public works and parks and recreation. Police department, fire, all of those things. So my day can involve anything from dealing with the water distribution system,
Okay.
or a police matter, or a fire matter, or a road matter, or new land development. So we wear a lot of hats in local government and providing services to our residents and making sure that we're delivering great service to the community. So.
Well, you're doing a great job. And I know when I say you, there's a team of people. You were just talking about all of the different services that kind of fall under this big umbrella, because look at how many people are so attracted to Cranberry Township.
That's right.
Right? I know that I don't live in Cranberry Township, but you can often find me in a restaurant or shopping in your community.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of my friends do too.
Yeah, we function as a regional hub for shopping and business, and
a lot of business.
a lot of business, a lot of corporate headquarters, MSA, Cranberry, Mine Safety Appliances, Westinghouse, PPG, all of those kinds of. Giant Eagle just announced their corporate headquarters in Cranberry Township.
Yeah,
so.
And back when it was farmland, believe it or not, Dan, I actually used to live in Cranberry.
Oh, did you?
Having no idea
Wonderful.
that what was going to happen, but
right.
it's happened. It's definitely developed.
It's a great community to live in. It's great for raising a family, but also a great part of being in Butler County.
Yeah, definitely great schools.
Great school system for sure. Seneca Valley is a great school system.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this big project that's happening right now.
Okay.
And it is called the Armstrong Great Lawn Project. And that's happening right in front of the Cranberry Municipal Center.
Correct.
My understanding, Dan, is that this is being supported by a lot of different groups. One in particular is the Cranberry Township Community Chest.
Correct.
Okay, so they picked it as the project of the year, but as you were telling me before we got started today, this is actually a 2-year project because it's so big.
So that's correct. It's so large, it's a 2-year project of the year.
So tell us about this plan here.
So the Armstrong Great Lawn, first off, I have to say thank you to Armstrong for being a naming sponsor and such a great partner with Cranberry Township and the Cranberry Township Community Chest.
Sure.
But this space was envisioned by the Board of Supervisors to be a great public space, first and foremost, but a place to connect people, environmental sustainability, green space, and things like that. And if you think about Cranberry Township, it really goes back to what the municipal center was originally intended to be. Okay. Cranberry Township grew up as a rural farming community before it started to see growth. So it really didn't have a core or a downtown, right?
Okay.
So back in the 90s, when the municipal center was originally built, the Board of Supervisors, elected officials at that time, had the foresight to say, we need to really create this focal point in our community. And they created this community center and the municipal center. And for those folks who have been in the municipal center, it's set up sort of on a main street with multiple services there. Our library is there, our state representatives there, the Chamber of Commerce is there, tax collector, but we also have recreational amenities in the municipal offices and things like that. So this idea of the Great Lawn, our great public space, is really an extension of that, right? We moved into the municipal center back in 1991.
Okay.
So it's 30 plus years old. And this idea was born for how can we take this to the next level and not only create a great gathering space from on the inside, but also outside, and create this great plaza, this place where we can have events that will be like our Santa's First Stop or the Easter egg hunt, but also passive recreational opportunities, movies on the lawn or
Right.
music concerts or, those kinds of things.
You know what I was thinking? Check a book out at the library.
Check a book out at the library.
And now, roll the blanket out on the lawn.
That's
and
right.
just relax with your family or read to your grandchild.
Read to your grandchild. That's right. That's right. Out on the lawn, there will be furniture and things like that there.
So where are you with the progress of the project? Because you're thinking that it might have a ribbon cutting in the fall. So
that's correct.
I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's almost June already.
Yes. So we have been, we put it out to public bid. Our board awarded that bid about a month ago at a board meeting. So we are signing contracts, but we expect the contractor to get started here within the next week. So we expect construction to start in earnest in the next week. And we are very hopeful that we'll be open by November in our signature event, Santa's First Stop at the Municipal Center.
That's perfect timing.
Yes.
Right? And then bring everybody to come see this.
Yes.
Now, I do want to go back to what I had started at the beginning, talking about the Cranberry Township Community Chest, because in order to do these projects, and they've done a ton over the years, they need the support from the community, right? So there are sponsorship opportunities.
There are.
And you can go to the website to find out more about how you could get involved in supporting this project. Come back to also see the progress, because I know I have, getting ready for the interview, saw the different updates.
Yeah.
Now, a big event that's happening in the summer that goes back into supporting these types of projects is your popular Cranberry Township Community Days.
That's right. Yeah.
And that is July 11th, 12th, and 13th. Now, where is this held? So people, in case are not familiar.
Sure. Yeah. Our Cranberry Township Community Days is held in Community Park in Cranberry Township, which is off of Route 19 behind the fire station.
Okay.
One of the original parks in Cranberry Township. It's a wonderful 3-day event that's capped off by a fireworks display on Saturday night.
Oh, fun.
We'll have over 50,000 folks that'll come through the gates, if you will, and be treated to a host of food vendors, all types of vendors throughout the community, music in the amphitheater. There's a
games
carnival.
For the kids.
Games for the kid, carnival, right? It is really started as a celebration of nonprofits within the community, and that's one of the focuses of CTCC, Cranberry Township Community Chest. This is the CTCC Community Days event. It's also the kickoff event is what we call Martinis and Monets. That's actually at the Municipal Center.
Okay.
And that starts on Wednesday evening. And it's an event that celebrates nonprofit and government and, what we like to say is our 4 pillars of the community, right? Where we invite the business community, the government community, the religious establishments, the religious community, the faith-based community, I should say, and then the quasi-public schools and nonprofits and things like that. So.
And that's a free event, by the way, the Community Days.
It is.
Now, I read there's about 250 vendors that actually will be a part of that event. Dan mentioned to me earlier that there are still vendor spots available, but only about 50. So if maybe you as a business, food vendor, for example, would like to have a spot, you'd want to get in touch with them as soon as possible so that you could be a part of that, because it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a great way to, show your business off or show your wares or be a vendor at a great event for the community.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Dan, good luck with Armstrong, the Great Lawn Project. We appreciate you coming and giving us an update.
Thank you.
And I'm sure to be back in Cranberry Township very soon.
Tricia, we're looking forward to it. I really appreciate you having me on the show.
Absolutely, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.